Have you noticed how it's getting harder and harder to stay focused? You sit down to work, but constant notifications break your flow. You plan to read for an hour, but end up scrolling short videos past midnight. You tell yourself you'll exercise, yet the couch and the show feel more inviting. Most people blame this on weak willpower. But the real problem is simpler and more dangerous. Your dopamine system has been hijacked. Dopamine isn't pleasure itself. It's the brain's anticipation signal. It spikes when you expect something rewarding, pushing you into action. But in today's world, we're bombarded with instant rewards. Tap a video, instant stimulation. Post a photo, instant likes. Buy something, next day delivery. This constant fast food stimulation keeps raising your brain's dopamine threshold. The higher it gets, the duller slow rewards feel. Reading a book, hitting the gym. They can't compete with the hit of a new notification. It's like someone eating spicy food every day. Ask them to switch to plain porridge, and they'll find it tasteless. Your brain has been trained to crave only high-intensity bursts. That's why you know long-term habits matter, but struggle to start. Here's the cruel irony. People think chasing dopamine equals chasing happiness. In fact, dopamine peaks not when you get something, but when you expect it. That's why you binge videos, always searching for the next clip. That's why shopping feels best at checkout, not when the box arrives. You're not hooked on joy, you're hooked on anticipation. Those who master their focus aren't superhuman. They've simply learned to work with dopamine's reward system. They put high stimulation pleasures after meaningful work. So the brain learns to link effort with satisfaction. Imagine this. Finish your project, then play the game. Complete a tough workout, then binge your show. Reply to the hard email, then pour that whiskey. That's dopamine at work, and effort becomes the path to pleasure. Flip the order, and effort feels like the price of pleasure, something you resist. But order alone isn't enough. The real key is understanding contrast. Your brain doesn't judge value in isolation. It compares. Right after 2 hours of TikTok, and it feels like lighting a candle after fireworks. Dull and unsatisfying. Right first thing in the morning, with no distractions. The accomplishment hits much harder. That's why productive people keep their phones out of sight. Not because they're stronger-willed, but because they protect their brain's sensitivity. When your attention system is hungry, even finishing a single email feels rewarding. Environment matters too. Your brain takes cues from what's around you. Leave a game controller on the desk, and your brain shifts into ready-to-play mode, even if you never touch it. Keep your desk clean with only work tools, and your brain stays in focus mode. The secret isn't suppressing dopamine, but steering it. Because dopamine is less about having and more about expecting. Use that to your advantage. Write down tomorrow's key task before bed. Your brain starts anticipating progress overnight. Break projects into milestones and celebrate each step. Dopamine will pull you forward. Dopamine isn't your enemy. It's energy waiting to be trained. Shift your brain's anticipation from scrolling and shopping to reading, training, creating. And suddenly, discipline stops feeling like struggle. It becomes the natural choice. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Your support means a lot.